Sky Prophet, baby. Back with another video, man. Hope you woke up this morning, bro. Exercising them jawbones, man. Exercising them cheekbones, man. Exercising them muscles that you use to smile, man. You know it takes more muscles to frown than to smile. But we got to be silly. That's why we don't be having joy. Because we use too many muscles, man, to frown, man. Hope your spirit's up. Hope you woke up and you got a peace of mind. Hope ain't nothing crowding your space and your place. So far, just open them eyes. It's new beginnings. It's new beginnings. Don't you know that rose is still a rose before it opens up? It's still a rose. I want to send blessings of guidance and protection, integrity, strength, focus, and understanding. Each one of y'all out there. There's a lot of people that don't be having their spirits up because of the places that they find themselves in. It's all according to our actions, our consciousness at the mind, at the time, and how we perceive and process our realities. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't get it right. But I want you to understand that these places, all of them has reason and understanding. All of these places have reason and understanding within it. The thing we don't understand is it's just places. You see, we live within. Your soul is within. So that's where we live. We just visit all these places to get the things that we need to get from going there. That's all these encounters is for you. None of them is too much for you. None of them can outdo you. None of them can outthink you. It's so you grow. It's so you can grow. We all go, we encounter and we see these places, but we tend to want to stay. We tend to want to keep these emotions. We tend to want to keep this perception that we have about people. We tend to want to just feel a certain way with a certain mind frame about a lot of things. You here to think your way out of things. You here to feel your way out of things. You here to awaken to you being a supreme field of energy on this earth, within this vessel. There's facts that we have to face. We have to face the facts that we be staying in these places. Like we make them a part of us. We can't figure out how to leave these places. We can't figure out how to get ourselves out of these places. Everything that you're going to resolve is going to always be mental. You're going to resolve it on the mental first. Thought thinking, that's the first process to anything. It's the first process to anything. You here to be an example in the world, for the world. You here to be an example in the world, for the world. See, people be scared to think different. It's not that you fearful like that, but we be scared to think different, think out our box, think outside that loop. We create this imaginary wall that just keeps us in certain places. And we gotta remember to keep walking, keep stepping, keep moving. We all got a lot of things that's unfinished. That's probably the most common trend on this earth. People not finishing things. Individuals starting things but not finishing them. That's probably one of the most common things on this earth. When you're thinking in a negative way, you're thinking with a negative frequency. When you're thinking in a positive way, you're thinking within a positive frequency, vibration. I want to explain something to you right quick. I'll get into it more later, but I want to touch base and give you an understanding of things. Your brain. Your brain is a computer. Your brain is a computer. Your vessel is truly a smart body. Just like you hold that smartphone, and that smartphone holds all this information on the internet that you be looking on every day, all day. You log in, that's about the first thing you do is log in to the internet. Like most people don't log out, but just to say, as the first thing individuals do in the morning is grab that phone. They on that internet. That is where the internet ain't, but the computer is the brain. The internet is the program. Your consciousness is the program. Your consciousness is the program. You hold all this information. Anything that you can read on that internet, you hold access to that within yourself, without a phone, without a screen. All you need to do is be able to breathe and think, go within. All of this information. Like, why you think it's even called internet? Why you think it's called internet? It's an internal network of information that you hold within yourself. You are all knowing. I am that I am. You are all knowing. So that's internal information, internal network of information that you have within yourself. Remember, everything has to be created through thought. It has to be created through thought. So this internet was created through thought. Where did thought come from? You got to ask yourself things like this. Where your thoughts come from? We all have access to all of this information. Universal information. Remember what I told you. You are embodying universal energies within yourself. We know lightning come out of the ground. We know electricity is natural to this planet. Water, we know all this is natural to the planet. Natural. Picture a net. Picture how a net is shaped with all of the squares in it. That's how a net is. Now I want you to picture all of these phone lines. I want you to picture them all like everywhere. It's just like a net. If you can look at it from, It's just like a net. They're along every road. They're across every street. They're across every road. These poles is grounded. That's what grounds the electricity. Same as you ground yourself to that ground, barefooted. It's a receptor. Every time you pass under one of them lines that go across, them people, how to explain this, man? Them people have a sense of what you're thinking. Why can you go on the internet and find something that you like? Find something that you already have in mind that you're looking for it already. You know what you're looking for. Boom, and you find it. It's there already. Wow, how? I want you to think about this. Think about how many individuals, there's billions of people on this earth. There's billions of beings in this world. Like that, a lot. Now I want you to think of how we think, the variety of things we think about. Now I want you to think about the businesses people have that they have to constantly think about certain things, whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's a muffler, whether it's a handkerchief, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Parts, ink pens, shoe, bill, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. Different services, but you look it up and there's information about it. There's information about anything that we think about. Anything we think about is on the internet. So you have to realize that that's how that's created. That's a program that's put in place. That's a program that's put in place. All it is information that is way beyond the average individual. And when I say way beyond, it's because individuals don't tap into that part of themselves. Individuals don't raise their vibration that high to tap into these different realms of information. Like a lot of individuals don't operate out of their heart space enough with true intentions, with a clear slate as far as feelings and emotion wise to reach these high frequencies of information and other beings that you can communicate with. It was far-fetched when you was growing up. It's a simple thing now. It's consciousness. It's a simple thing now. It's a simple thing, Like I always give that example. Like how you singing a song. Like how could I ever say, wow, I was thinking the same thing, but you sing it. I was thinking it. It's deeper level of things. That's what Prophet trying to bring to humanity, bring to you, so you can bring the other individuals. It's time for everybody to be aware. God, source, creator, is way beyond your wildest dream, man. All the information you ever got about the creator don't suffice of what that actually is. And it's time you start tapping into that image and likeness that you have within you. Image and likeness. Because I could look at this screen right now and it motivates me to keep doing this. But at one time, I couldn't look at this screen and see image and likeness. See an individual that truly operates within his heart when he's thinking. I couldn't look at an individual that can tell itself, hey man, that's enough, bro. Like, and you the screw up, bro. Like you tripping, man. You better than this. I couldn't look at the screen. I've come a long way. I was out there with a lot of individuals, so I know how a lot of individuals living out there, thinking out there, keeping within themselves, that's hurting them, steady bringing them down, bringing their vessel down. You know, private stress, personal stress. Is my job if I care. If I care about one person, is my job to try to promote change, to try to promote the understanding for us to be better individuals. It's our mind frames. It's our mind frames. You know, we get in this thing sometimes like we'll get in a circle, we'll laugh at people. You know, like that's degrading type of things. Like it's degrading. You know, it's all good to have a good laugh. You know what I mean? Like whatever, you know, like we get it. You know, but at the same time, you don't get the inner thinking that individual is doing while that's going on. You don't get the inner thinking that individual is doing as far as viewing certain individuals. You don't get that because you in that loop. You in the loop. All you get is what's right there in the loop. And it's not understanding at the time, you know. We all better than we think we are. We all hold gifts within us to raise us to vibrations you can't even imagine yet, to do things you can't even imagine yet. When you cut yourself right now, and you wake up and you got that scab, that's gonna be there whether you wipe anything or not, whether you touch it up or that's gonna be there. That's on the way. You hold that within your body to heal yourself. You don't look at it like that. You just was taught it's just a scab. It's just a scab. It's not just a scab. It's far from just a scab. Far from just a scab. If you understood what a scab is, what that truly was, what that process that was true that's happening to you, just as you can watch on TV and they give you all of these sci-fi scenarios where people get cut and they heal, their body heal up, that's the exact same thing that your body is doing when you got that scab. Exact same thing. You just don't have you just ain't reached the mental capacity within yourself to understand that you don't have to wait for it to heal. You can heal it. You can heal it yourself because you got control of this body.